Hello friends and welcome to Shadow Gamer. When we left off, we had just filled in this section of the family tree, as well as locked in Clark Rafferty finally. Let me just grab him here, make sure that gets locked in. It's probably one of these fellows here. Doesn't wear glasses, so not likely him. That's Eli, so one of these two most likely. We'll come back to that. Yep, I'll need a way to distinguish between the two of them. Alright, we also had a book to look up by Carolyn Morden. Yep. So, Self-Portrait, The Art and Beauty of Women. So let me add a page. Carolyn Morden, who is not a fan of the company. Alright, I'm gonna just put this in. Atlantis' burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. So it sounds like she had political differences with the Roottrees company. She didn't like their deforestation. Self. Can I spell? Capitalized correctly. All right. Mostly black and white pictures of Carolyn's art. The centerpiece is a series of full-color nude self-portraits at different ages, stretching from 25 to 30. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. In the intro, Caroline talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus. Their marriages led her to double down on her passions, art and the environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, but which was an overcorrection. She comes out strongly against the Roottrees company's effect on the local environment and rues how she was not able to convince her father, Zach, to make changes in policy. She also explains that her marriage to Mark, which I knew already, led to the most volatile moments in her life, all negative, and the only good thing he ever gave her was a daughter. Leaving them all behind for good has pushed her to pursue her true loves, art and the beauty of women. I think this is leaning into the idea that after Mark she had a female partner, which I don't know who that would be yet. What if I go back to periodicals? Carolyn Martin. I'm not sure. So, family tree. Yep. Her sister is Gwendolyn. We do have Gwendolyn locked in, and her cousin Bonnie. Do we know who Bonnie would be? Is Bonnie a Hudson? Yes, Bonnie is a Hudson. Bonnie is married. Gwendolyn has kids. Did that say that, did that say, interesting. I need to keep that. Eloise, is that her partner? Did it say that Bonnie had kids? Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus. Oh, so Gwendolyn's husband is Dr. Wilson. Okay, that's good to know. It's so interesting how it'd be so easy to just miss that dedicated. But I'm pretty sure that's going to give me her partner, Eloise. Gave up on their dreams, does that mean they were housewives? So Bonnie is going to be one of these two. I'm going to guess. Housewife? Eloise, Wilson. Dr. Wilson, it's going to be Zach, Steven, Jason. Yeah, so hold off on that, but then their kids are Wilsons as well. Alright, Eloise. Alright, now that I have a picture of Caroline, can I pick her out of this photo? Caroline. Which one of these would be Caroline? I'm guessing November. She's pregnant with November. Does Caroline wear glasses? Carolyn does wear glasses. This is toned down a bit, but I'm betting this is Carolyn and Stephanie. But Stephanie isn't listed on here. Which one of these is Guy? Not Eli. Potentially Guy here. Potential Guy here. I'm guessing this is Jim and Clark in some order. Yeah, so I'm going to guess this is Carolyn here. Because she's the... Or is this her here with the... That's going to be her, I think, with the beret. Maybe? Yeah, I'm guessing this is her. Alright, so... She wearing a beret in this photo? No? But potentially. Alright, is this her? Is this the same person? Very well could be. Alright, so I did find an interesting tack going down the Morton. This is Gwendolyn. She married a doctor. Then whoever Bonnie married, Bonnie is going to be one of these two. And is probably also a housewife. Okay. Periodicals. Atlantis Burden. Public Library. Art and the environment. Dr. Wilson. All right. What else can I follow up on then? His wife, Nicole. Do I have Miracle the Third's wife locked in? Youth pastors. Miracle the Third and his wife Nicole are the youth pastors. Nicole, Madsen, or Smith? That's the problem. I don't know which Nicole it is. Guy Hudson. What if I search for Guy Hudson? Okay, fancy flavors. Let me get a page out for Guy. Guy Hudson. Fancy Flavors was an addition to the 5-piece product line for less than a year in 1979. It was Guy Hudson's first and historically most cited move as president of Roottrees, an attempt to cater more towards what he thought the average person wanted. Guy looked at his own wealth, which was often a source of envy for others, and decided to tap into the idea that if they added fancy flavors to 5 pieces, anyone could live like the wealthy. This philosophy led to a flavor in 5 pieces that was meant to mimic caviar. 5 pieces sold less that year than it had in any other year, except for in some foreign markets. It was very quickly announced that caviar was meant to be a limited flavor and it would go back to normal as soon as possible. That doesn't really tell us much about him. Fancy flavors. Five piece. Alright, yeah, that doesn't really tell us anything about Guy. Who are the other presidents? Ernest Madsen Jr. Roottrees, I think I found everything on him. So what is Zach's full name? Zachariah Morden? Zachariah Morden. How do I spell his name? Zach Wilson. Zachariah Morden. Can I just copy this? Yep, okay. Not sure where to go from here, Guy Hudson. Five pieces, caviar. Alright, who was, I don't know. Brian Jones, can I find anything about Brian Jones? This doesn't help me with anything. He's a print company, Jones Graphic and Print. Jones Graphic and Print is a company that, according to its website, has existed in Butler County for some time. The website seems fancy, and it even has frames. The website lists the address, hours, and a few examples of the clients and the type of work it has done for each. Stephanie Jones Campaign mailers, Roottrees Candy Company, various banners and posters, Butler County, Holiday Lights post banners, Miracle Network, tour flyers, Roottrees Motors, Roottrees Motors, coupon flyers, Butler County School District, various banners, posters, Butler Summer Theater posters, and set contributions for children of Eden. At the bottom it says we also do web design. Come in to get a quote today. Roottrees Motors, I feel like, is going to be important. Yep, let's search the periodical. Let's search Butler County Times for Roottrees Motors. There's an ad for Roottrees Motors in the paper. It seems Roottrees Motors used to be called Wilkins Motors. An ad for Roottrees Motors has run in every week's Butler County Times for many years, but has recently been changed to include a picture. 3 different unique versions of the ad have been added to your evidence. Roottrees Motors. Wilkins Motors is still the same family business, but has joined the Roottrees family. Are the local family mechanic. Tessa Roottrees. Roottrees Motors' parents. So what about Wilkins? Where are the Wilkins? Wilkins Catherine. Because the reason I'm going here is he's wearing a jumpsuit suit and a name tag. So I'm going to go with Tessa Roottrees. I'm going to put in that he's a mechanic. This is a bit of a jump. Tessa Roottrees, mechanic. And there she is. Nope. Anyone else the mechanic? These aren't Roottrees. 1970s. That would be this generation, so what if she's Tessa Roottrees? And what if her picture is this one? And instead of just put in unknown here and unknown. And what if this is nope, this doesn't work because Edward is the lawyer. All right. Well, never mind. We'll come back to that. Yeah. We'll stick with what I had. Tessa. And mechanic. And this will be Wilkins. Catherine. That's gotta be it. Yep, she's the right generation too. So. Yeah, I don't see that being anyone else. How many Roottrees women do we have left? Candy, Christina, quite a few, November. Wolf. What if I search for, well, let me go back to that evidence. First appeared in 1996. Okay. 1977 to 1995. Wilkins Motors is now Roottrees Motors. Yeah, so I think I'm fairly certain of all of this. So how many do I have fully locked in? I have Tessa fully locked in. I have Elias M. I have Catherine Wilkins. Unless I got my two Eliases mixed up, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. All right. I keep running kind of into a wall of what's the next thing to look for. I wasn't able to find anything with Bess Williams. More blood is thicker than syrup. Maybe I should go back to the Roottrees versus RR. The person in question was born out of wedlock, and second, they committed a significant crime against a fellow family member. RR did. Okay. Who's born out of wedlock? Potentially one of these? Yeah, so it would be one of her kids who had the alliterative names. So they wanted to remove him. He committed a significant crime. So I want to try and find information on a crime. So if I go to periodicals, now let's go to the web first, spider search. Who are my 2 RRs remaining? Roottrees. Jack, Christina, so it's Robert and Ronald Roottrees. Robert and Ronald Roottrees. Okay, so, Robert Roottrees. Ronald. Robert Roottrees. Ronald. Huh. Are there any other RRs in the list of names? Raina and Riley, it's not going to be them. Robert and Ronald. Rafferty, none of the Raffertys for sure. Yeah, so it's got to be Robert and Ronald. But how do I narrow in on that? Let me go to don't I have a page for Roottrees? Yep, RR. Okay, is that really all I have on that? Oh no, so it's not that. Okay. Who committed a significant crime? What about Samantha Roottrees? She was born out of wedlock. What was Samantha's birth name? What was Samantha's birth name? Oh, it was Roottrees. She was born out of wedlock. Sam Roottrees? Nothing. I've reached a wall again. I'm not sure what the next thing to do is. I'm pretty sure this is right here, just based on him being dressed like a mechanic. And so this has to be right if he's right, and that has to be right. So I need one more person. There we go. That was kind of cheating. I brute forced it. Perfect. Perfect. Booyah. All right. Yeah. Anything I have in that didn't lock in? Nothing yet. This is Chris Rafferty, spouse unknown, occupation unknown. Clark. So these two, their final photo is from the... Yeah, these two, their final photo is from that picture here. This one. They're both in it. Clark and Jim are both in it. I'm going to say these two are Clark and Jim in some order, so who else is here? Caroline, I've locked her portrait in. This is Carl. Who is this with her daughter? So this isn't Stephanie. Thick glasses, so... Gwendolyn? Who was... Samantha's kids? Madsen. We have a Gwyneth Madsen. Gwyneth Madsen is here. Perfect. Gwendolyn. Who does that leave for Gwendolyn? These two. Who is Gwendolyn again? Gwendolyn is one of these two, if I remember correctly. Yep. Yeah, Gwendolyn Morden. Oh, no, wait. Where do... Morden. Gwendolyn Morden. Yep. So, Gwendolyn is here, so... One of these two is Gwendolyn. I don't know which. I'm guessing this has to be one of these two. Oh, no, the thick glasses. These two are... Yeah, these two are Samantha's kids. And they're holding hands here. So this is a daughter. So this is a granddaughter of... Yeah, so... Let's go to Samantha's kids. Yep, I still don't know which is which though. So, if that's the case, these two are Samantha kids. One of these two is Gwendolyn. Who's left? Eli. This must be November. Or pregnant is November. Interesting. Okay, so we've got Bonnie, unaccounted for, and Gwendolyn. So these two are Bonnie and Gwendolyn in some order. Then, Guy, is Guy in this picture? Okay, so Clark, or no, this is Carl. So Clark and Jim are these two in some order, they have to be. I don't know which is which, though. (1979), when was this photo taken? In the 70s. Green shirt. Yeah. So Bonnie and Gwendolyn are here and here. She's Caroline. This is Gwyneth M. and Ernie Jr. I just don't know which is which. Ernie is the president. This will be Gwyneth M.'s honor. She was a farmer. Well, I want to look at revisiting the diary. No, who are her kids? Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her, and her children seem eager to help the family in their own way. Ernie Jr. Yeah, so Gwyneth. So Gwyneth M. is one of these two. Or no, this is Gwyneth M. Then Gwendolyn and Bonnie. This is Gwyneth M., who has a daughter. What if we searched for Gwyneth Madsen? Gwyneth M. Dr. Wilson. All right. Got some evidence from that. Dr. Stephen Wilson is a pediatrician who practices north of Pittsburgh, although there are a lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons. This one apparently found a way to game the search results as he pops to the top every time. His website claims he is a pediatrician to the stars. The only evidence for this is he is apparently was the doctor to the Roottrees sisters. There's a picture of him on his website, as well as a picture of his 3 children. The 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. Regardless, the photos have been added to your evidence. There's also a quote that although credited to his child Jason, you might suspect might not be written by a 10-year-old. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Okay. So we now know about Dr. Wilson. So Dr. Wilson Jason. So Dr. Wilson is Steven or Zach. That seems to be that Jason is the center one. Jason Wilson. Jem Wilson. Yep, well, let's look at the photo. Alright, Steven Wilson. Steven Wilson. Yep, alright. So... Steven Wilson. Here is Steven Wilson. Where is he? Right there. Bit of a con artist. Jason Wilson. Oh, so Jason is the youngest. Alright. Taken 2 years ago. Alright, so Jason is the youngest. Jason, I don't know the order of his sister, but one of them is Jem, and you are a student. Wilson, we're left with just Jem and Zach. So, there we go. So that was an interesting search. Pediatrician to the stars, or my sister. So I'm chipping away at this slowly, but it seems like you can never be sure what exactly you need to search for. What is cherry tree? That's right. Do I have his mother locked in yet? Jim Roottree's mother, I have a rhyme for her name. I do. It was Joan. I do have that locked in. Do I know anything about James Roottree's kids? I have cherry tree. Yep, okay, so, periodicals. Monthly. Jim Roottrie. Modern Music Monthly, Jim Roottrie. Diamond. The Row. The Lucky LaRose. Diamond and Jane have been touring with some famous faces and are looking to release The youngest Kim is about to step into a prominent role on Broadway. What do we know about Kim? This is all the same. What about Jane? Jane Del Vecchio is listed on a talent for hire site as a wedding singer. Way down in the credentials section of her biography, it mentions she got her start as a young girl when she was Jane LaRoe of the Lucky LaRoes. It also mentions to only contact her agent in the event that you actually wish to hire her, and that any and all inquiries of her past or her sister would be ignored. Yeah, so she was the one that was divorced, and he remarried her sister. What about Jane Del Vecchio? Diamond LaRoe? Yep, so this I already knew. Who's the third LaRoe sister? Kim LaRoe. I was hoping to get more information on her son. What about Chris Rafferty? Kim LaRoe. Nothing there. Alright. You never know what's gonna pop something up. That's the problem. I've still got 6 to come from this. Let me go back to WRTD radio. What if I just put in plane crash? There are many articles about the recent plane crash. Almost all of them reiterate what you've heard on the news. There was an icy storm that affected the area much earlier and harsher than expected, and the pilot reported a loss of control before calling in a mayday. Experts don't have all the information yet, but some are speculating it had to do with a wind shear. On one article, you spot some comments saying the Roottrees must be cursed after so many deaths in the family. I've already kind of gone down this route. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. I want to search for this, not because it will pull up anything, I'm just amused. Wait, nothing relevant. Wait, you begin to read the site and come to the conclusion that the words "no relevant results" isn't strong enough description for what you're seeing here. It's a massive column of technical terms that aren't real and confusing rats you can't find any meaning in. Regardless, it won't help with your search. Alright. All right, so you find a simple page called The Art of Rafferty, copyright 1977 on Prodigy that lists the author's email address as chrisraft75@prodigy.us. Below are a bunch of gifts that say under construction. There are a few art pieces. The first is a painting captioned, "Me and my fiance Lulu." Alright, so this is Chris Rafferty, so Chris Rafferty. I finally found something. The Art of Rafferty. Chris Raff 75. Go Tartans. I can search for tartans. There's an odd collage called Cousins, which seems to be made up of 3 scrambled images. The accompanying artist statement says we had to create a piece of art about our family. I was asked as many of my extended family of cousins for their pictures as I could, even some I've never met. Only a few of them got back to me, and my teacher said I wasn't allowed to use pictures of Rainey, Riley, or Rose, so I had to get creative and use only my 3rd cousins. This includes Davy. He swims for Unicon. Yeah, so I'm just going to highlight all of that. Chris's artwork has been added to your evidence, but the Coven photos will need to be unscrabbled before you can use them. You've downloaded a new application, Pixpop, to edit the photos. All right. Well, how does this work? Okay, good. Beginning to get a little worried. This is definitely how this works in real life. So this just became a whole new game. Oh, that was it right there. There we go. So one picture restored. So this appears to just be rotating, which is easier. All right, hope this isn't too boring watching this. I'm surprised they threw in a puzzle like this. Okay, so... Well, isn't that it? Did I miss one? What am I missing? Oh, yep, alright. That was hard to see. The centerpiece right there was an issue. Alright, slice the photo back into shape. Oh, I see. Okay. Of course. Alright. Yep. Where does this one? Yep. Sorry if I'm not doing much commentary right now. I'm just trying to figure out what this is supposed to be. Yeah, so there we go. That one took a little doing, so I've got 3 pictures. Okay, so I fixed those. Alright, so I've got the pictures. Me and my fiance Lulu. Alright. Okay, so Davy swims for Yunkan. Bethany's yearbook picture. Davy's younger sister, and Stephanie, who's an only child. Okay, so I did extract them. Me and my fiance, sick Lulu. So this is Chris Rafferty. So I finally have Chris Rafferty. Where'd he go? Right there. Lulu. Louisa, probably. Here's hoping. Lulu. I hope that's correct. We'll find out once it locks in. Alright, Alright, so that's a cousin. Davy, and Davy's younger sister. Alright. So this is Davy. Alright, look at the family tree. So, he wasn't allowed to use the Raina, Riley, and Carly. So what did the site say? We had to create a piece of art about our family. I asked many of my extended family and cousins for their pictures as I could, even some I've never met. Only a few of them got back to me, and my teacher said I wasn't allowed to use pictures of Rainy, Riley, or Rose. So I decided to get creative and use only my third cousins. This includes Davy, Bethany's yearbook picture, she's Davy's younger sister, and Stephanie, who's an only child. Alright, Yukon. So Davy. Well, let's just, so third cousins. So same generation. But he didn't have any siblings. These are second cousins. because they have the same great-grandfather. So third cousins only, so basically under a different branch. So let's see what we can find out. So the one yearbook photo is an only child. So who in this generation is an only child? Here or here? And then, yeah, Dave. So let's see what we can find out about Davy. That being said, Yukon. What about Yukon? University of Connecticut. And Davy Kellogg. So who could be a Kellogg? David, it'll be fourth because it'll be the same generation. So who could have married? All right, this could potentially be. These are Wilsons, so no. These are going to be, well, one of them could be a Kellogg. I don't remember. Davy wasn't the only child. Davy had a sister, though, so it's neither of those. These are Roottrees, so these will be Roottrees. Yeah, so it's got to be Kellogg, so Kellogg the third. David Kellogg the fourth. Where's he at? Evidence. He's a college student. Assuming that's recent. Student, college. David Kellogg III. So of the Mordens, this is a woman and this is a man. No, of the Hudsons. So this is Bonnie Hudson. And I suspect she's a housewife because of how Caroline felt about Bonnie and her own sister Gwendolyn. And of the Hudsons, this is Guy, and we know Guy's occupation. Guy Hudson is not a CEO, but Guy Hudson is president third, I believe. Let me check my notes on that. It's good to have notes. Yeah, third president. I have Zach as second. President third. Unknown name. Yep. So Davy has a younger sister, which should be. That looks like a yearbook photo to me. So this is just a candid shot. What was his sister's name? Well, it'll be a Kellogg. Bethany. And student. College, let's go K through 12 because it says middle school behind her. Well, that should have locked something in. Athlete. Pro athlete. Is she in college now? No. She's got to be she's got to be K through 12. No, so student. Chris is an artist. Or a student. What else did we have here? These are kids. That wasn't it. I need to go back to we're gonna go student, college. Yeah, so something didn't get locked in right here. Hang on, let me examine the evidence again. Not that one, the scrambled one. Bethany's yearbook picture. Bethany had the yearbook picture, so this is Bethany. Where'd she go? Student college. Student K through 12. There we go. Perfect. I'll have to see what didn't lock in. I did get Lulu and Stephen Wilson. Perfect. Booyah. Oh, David. Oh, student college. All right, so who else didn't lock in? Student college, he locked in. All right, so I had him in as an athlete, so that wasn't quite correct. Who else is not locked in after all of that? I think that's... He locked in. So he didn't, so... Yeah. He locked in, she locked in, so that was I had the wrong profession there. Alright, well, I think that's where I'm going to end for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.